Greetings everyone, and Great here with another H-3 replay. So on the bottom right side as the red Hasua with McCleves. So on the north side as the blue Swedish forces, we have Adriano Locadora. And something knows as well, I don't know why this happens occasionally. There we go, much smoother. And of course, let's take a look and see what are the name of the leaders. We've got Bonga Bonga. I have no idea what that's supposed to mean. And we've got Nils Matson Klopping. I have no idea if that's random generator or not. And since he's spamming for the villager button, let's switch over to the other player. For Nasa map, we do have the Cree, which we have access to the Cree tracker. Cree Riflemen, which I'm assuming is skirmisher variant, and Cree French villagers. Of course, we do also have the Cheyenne settlement, which does give you access to the Cheyenne Rider. Cheyenne Horseman Armor Spear, good versus other cav. So it sounds like a bit more of a unique variant, a melee cav versus other cav, unless it's an arrow cav. The spear cav suggests lancer, but it says cavalry rather than infantry. He has tamed a bear. Gentle Pete, the pet bear. Come on out, you're forgetting Pete. He can help you take on these other bears. And you can get a stray dog as well. He's going to find a large number of animal companions now, isn't he? His ability was activated there. In which blue could take... okay, red will get it. And we do have our shipments coming on in, so let's take a look and see what decks we have. For the Huso, we've got Villagers. Hasua Kingdoms enables... It can give you multiple shipments in, depending how far along you are in. Pokula Code. Villagers gather faster, particularly from natural resources. 15% from natural resources, 5% from not natural. Which I say is a pretty good card, because you're probably going to be gathering from natural resources most of the game. We've got Coin... Got Fulani Archers, we got Raiders, we got Photo Tactics, increasing range of Fulani Archers, and Siege range as well. We got Hand Cav damage, Hand Cav hit points, Palace of Amia, gives you 1 Palace and 300 tokens of influence. Spice Trade, Gatsiana, Ganon Key, I have no idea how to pronounce that. Give you the Akin Kobees and Kobees, Musketeers. Enables also makes it so they don't cost influence, and does also give cost food and coin, and make it so you can get infinite of them. Yorbi allies, which gives you slow, heavy range javelin infantries, tackles faster. Sounds like a musketeer variant. Jukunawa, Jukunawa. There's a number of villagers and Girots. Coin, influence, semi-fatted cattle, 1 livestock market. Yeah, look, a purple outline suggests it can be brought infinite amount of times. Javelin Raiders, Fulani Archers, Lifted Knights, counter cavalry tactics. Javelin Raiders get more hit points, inflict greater damage versus heavy cav from range. Deja Emirate. The number of Raiders and Lifted Knights makes their upgrades cheaper and faster. And we've got 10 Villagers Infinite card. And Drabah Parade. Lifted Knights and Raiders ride faster, and their attacks now inflict AoE damage, especially in Trapper mode. The Swedish. We got Blueberries Villagers, Wood, Gold, Hussars. Team House of Burnett. Increasing your heavy infantry hit points by 15%. Team. Juliette Sikuburg, light portable artillery. Oh, it gives you 1 leather cannon, 1 artillery foundry. Eisenberg Ironworks, make it so your torps gather from gold 100% faster. Times 4 torps. Real Pretty of Road Silk, churches unique Swedish improvements. Bossa allies, Swedish skirmishers that can fight on the front line, thanks to high hit points and melee damage, better for promotions. 10 royal arquebusts. Dragon allies, they level 5 shock riders. Wood gold, infinite blackberries, 1,000 food next to each torp. Swedish Musketeer Carolines. Plus fire, cannon fire, Carolines inflict more damage to their range attacks. There's the heavy cav and shock infantry. Plus then an additional 50 and 20% range damage for those units. Hussars, Hobcop Pelties, which are powerful hand cav. Falconets, snap lock, increase Caroline hawk range line of sight. Heavy cannons, factory, and Siva lifeguard. Carolines now resist range damage instead of melee. Caroline and grenadiers get increased hit points. A handful of torps now being put around this coin, and red is now trying to torch down these torps with the raiders. We have 26 siege attack, which is pretty good. So these torps will go down nice and quickly, denying a whole bunch of... Actually, this one was out of range of the coin, so this one's actually poorly placed. He's going to keep that there, potentially. We have a trade post deployed out here by red. He does have the stray doggo there. Each the bear is maybe dead. I do got a handful of Carolines. Carolines do have bonus damage against heavy cav at range, and melee like other musketeers. Does take an explorer there, and now the raiders are falling them back. Raiders do bonus damage versus infantry, but less damage versus heavy infantry. I think those bonuses may cancel each other out. So they're supposed to be more of an anti-light, anti-shock. Got some wood now being flowed on out. It looks like the Swedish players eyeing for mass Carolines. Torps now seeing a bit of damage over here. Very good raid action. Just taking out these torps when he can. More raiders just being put out of the field by the Hasua and villagers. The Emir will be redeployed to the Zoom. Now going for the villagers gather from natural resources faster card. And we'll find some more torps here. The Swedish player has 32 population on the field. The Hasua has 50. In which he's going to be rewarded by taking out a large number of torps. And he's splitting his opponent in two different directions. He's not deployed enough Carolines to protect each group of torps. So one torp will go down here, giving red some good EXP. Raiders have back in the corner. They will avoid the Carolines. I don't think he has enough time to torch down the torp. After all, it's torp, not torch. More of these torps being under siege.
Hello.
Raiders now advance on forward. Villagers are not classified as infantry, right? Yep, they're not classified as infantry, so they do not receive bonus damage from raiders. Now I've got a number of Fulani archers, which are a archer variant, which means they're good versus the heavy infantry. Their damage output's low, their multiplier is okay. In other words, they do approximately add 7 damage to that, so approximately 16 damage against these musketeers. Where they do 19 damage from the turn. You have 17 range as opposed to 12 range at the moment, so they do hit farther. The hand attack do less damage as light infantry. So if Fulani archers actually engage in melee, they will actually do better, apparently. I don't know if that's a good idea or not, because they also have good range. Local doggo will go down. Outpost now seeing some fire. He has a good number of Carolines here, 21. And we've got 29 military force here as well. More Carolines being built fields, going for the light weather cannon. As well. Good timing there as well. The light cannon does provide 40 times 3, does 120 damage versus infantry. Which is Fulani archers have 120 health as well, so the light cannon will one-shot them. may want to find some sort of upgrade just buff up the damage by a slight amount to resist the light cannon. Raiders now advancing forward. It's a little bit suicidal. More careless people on the field. We do have some of these javelin riders. A dragoon variant. Javelins do bonus damage versus... Actually, they're in hand attack mode. Not sure why they're in hand attack mode. They do have a 20 hand attack, which is not bad. Now back in the range mode, their bonus damage is versus heavy cab. And hand shock, of course. There's a compliance handful more torps. All these ones have been torched down. It's collecting quite heavily on these coin mines with his villagers. And we'll find a couple villagers there. And Blue's assigned for our counterattack now, trying to keep his opponent away from space by torching down his opponent's space. The Swede's at 19 villagers. And the Hasua's at 28, a significantly higher amount. Of course, torps do provide excellent income. Each one of these torps right now is providing more than a villager's worth of income, honestly, so assume that every torp is greater than one villager. Some of these villagers want to get hit. We do have these javelin riders. We have some Alkin nobles here, which are a musketeer variant with a bit of AoE damage to boot, which could be useful taking out those militiamen when they're down to 1 health. Just a bit of splash damage never hurts. He's trying to does take up the leather cannon there with this javelin riders. Javelins do range damage only does both damage with heavy cabs, so they do regular damage with javelin riders. Now the raiders will come on in, get some nice flank there onto the Carolines. It looks like the Swedish woman will go down to Suzanne for another shipment of gold. And it looks like the Swedish player does lose all his military. Hasua's at 50 population. Swedes at... Wait. Oh yeah, 31. I always forget in this game, you pay the population before you pull up the unit rather than after it gets deployed. Which actually makes it... It makes it quite nice for some aspects. We got some javelin allies. So there are 5 shock riders. Let's see. Benefits promotions. Croatian servo Croatian lancer. So it looks like an anti-infantry one with dual armor and powerful lance charge attack. So they have good charge attack, and I'm assuming they have just regular bonus damage versus infantry. Very useful for these Fulani archers. The javelin riders, if there were any left besides that one, would also be useful against the shock riders. Let's see now. Looks like they're not a Lancer variant. They're a Raider variant, I guess. They're a Hussar variant with a charge attack similar to the Raiders with a bit of AoE splash and 2 range. And there goes the Emir. Got a good number of Fulani archers here. These shock riders will be good versus them. Villager's not being pursued. The Swedes won't get some villager kills. He does need that. And here comes the charge attack. Gain some okay splash damage overall. Some of these villagers are starting to get hit as well. They have pathetically poor damage, 3 damage. But none of these shock riders are still alive. 3 of them are alive. Raiders have now fallen back behind. Sua's now down to 18 villagers. He lost a massive number of villagers. He has 9 villagers in this area, so may want to get them back. Shock riders And finally been killed off there. There's actually his number royal arquebus, which nice thing about them is they don't consume population. Very population efficient. Javelin Raider advancing forward. Getting some damage there on the arquebus. Looks like the Swedish player will be cleaned on up. The Hasua player does stabilize, but he is still lacking a large number of villagers. A good number of them currently idle inside the town center. There's 3 of them. Oh, I just saw your comment. Sorry about that. Let's see. Was watching the replay that I uploaded. It was one more interesting about it was the native tech. It was not only getting res from the healers, but from healers spawning war huts. War huts and villages also trickle coin because of the Oldenburg. Oh, so there's another. I didn't realize there's a native tech for that. I should really cover the native techs a little bit closer sometimes. Most people don't even touch the natives, such as this map. So when people do go for the natives, I should really put a bit more emphasis on it. I got some Hussars here. Hussars will be effective except for the Javelin Riders are also here. Those of Javelin Riders are being gunned down by the Carolines, however. All the one Hussar remains 4 health. Hussar does go down there. And Fulani Archer's not being pursued by the Musketeers. The Hasua is not eyeing for any villages at the moment. He actually doesn't really have the food for it at the moment either. Fulani Archer's being pursued. He has a large number of villagers still idle. You have a palace builder there. Fulani Archer does get gunned down there. Akin will do the trick. They just need their age 3 tempo. He doesn't have. He is far from getting age 3. His food is horrendously bad. He, of course, can get some Akins from here. Oh, look at that. He must have some influence from somewhere. Shipment of influence. Yep, he had probably a shipment influence here because it's all plus 1,000 from something. Swedish player is starting to eco up himself. He is collecting up this coin next to his torps, which means he will rapidly go through it. Another wave of raiders on the bottom field.
Menene labari?
Looks like this Swedish explorer will go down shortly. It will get bopped in the head, not shot. Is that a mercy or not? Right now we do have a massive number of Carolines. The Swedish players has 65 population. The Hasua is a much lower. That's 21 villagers. Opponents at 30 and plus torps are providing some good income. But however, oh look, so this one's also not currently collecting the nearby berry bush. That's collecting up this nearby berry bush. So it looks like this one's stealing his buddy's berries. He's not content with his own berries. He's fine with his neighbor's berries. And these, each one of these torps, they do provide some great both food and wood, and they can maintain a good food income with the blueberries and blackberries research. Raiders do fall back now. Took a bit of damage. Does torch down one of the torps. You may want to cool off on claiming this coin here, let it passively collect by these torps, and maybe eye for something to claim the central gold. This gold pod, of course, has 5,000 coin there, as opposed to silver along the side of the map. Maybe deploy out some defenses around it, possibly. Right now, Swedish players maintaining good food and gold income. The Hasua is maintaining still good income as well. Netherlands, you take a volley there. So it's at 63 population, Swedes at 88, going for a line of his veteran hand cav. Now it's going for a leather cannon as well. We got the Timbuktu manuscripts research, whatever that did. It's not building in village mode, but he's on age up. You can now age up. And he is going for Akin. So he's going for the Akins, as he mentioned beforehand. Akin will do the trick, they just need the age 3 tempo. Dragon Rider is going for gold, or nope, not gold. Veteran Carolins are advancing down south in Rivali mode. I don't know why, it just seems like they're moving a little bit slower. Got a nice mixed force here, 44 military units versus 39 with reinforcement of another 17, including a leather cannon, 2 falconets, a large number of siege. Age 3 has completed for the Hasua. Is going for more Fulani archers, going for some Cree villagers. A handful of villagers here need to fall inside the castle. A couple of them did get gunned down, however. And there's opportunity to intercept this siege. If he intercept the siege, that'd be incredibly good. If not, the siege could be devastating. And looks like now he's more inside his force. Dragon Rider's trying to overrun the siege weapons now. And Valkins do receive a nice falconet shot there. Pelty, so maybe I'm for trample mode, trying to overrun some units. You do go ahead and go on in. More shipments of Gyros to the horns and Fulani archers. Hawkins receiving quite a bit of damage. There's still one falconet there. Bill trying to push forward, trying to sit the siege weapon, which I don't know if they're going to. They really times 2 damage siege, but 6 damage still not good. Gyros tooting their horns. Looks like he will pull out. These Ovo Legionaries do have a large amount of health and damage, so they can stand a bit more abuse there. The Gyros can stun or slow down these falconets as well. Looks like the Swedish army does get cleaned up. Right now, the Hasuas have 51 populations. The Swedes have 56, 37 villagers versus 32. So both of them still have good villager mounts. And now it looks like the Swedes starting to migrate over here. And it looks like there was there was a pair of torps here. Influence now being brought on in. Is that 1,000 influence? Yes, it is. And now it's got a Hasua town center being put on a field. Is there a covered wagon for that? Or is it going to be something else? I see these villagers right there. And he will see this coin mine. This coin mine has been touched by 25%. Red should be able to see this, or he does not see it. And it will take a bit of time for these villagers to build this town center. Girat also is a healer, very good. And Raiders could be immediately dispatched from this town center. This could be very bad for blue. Oh, red definitely sees it now. Time. Get the raiders out here. Oh, wait. I was not paying attention. Got the cavalry here. So we're now down to 33 villagers, so maybe a large number of red villagers down. He does now have 2 town centers, so his villager production can get a bit more quickly. No torps over here. And yep, those villagers are gonna get gunned down. You got the Gearots tooting their horns. Gearots expired resistance can increase the work rate of nearby buildings and speed of nearby units. Uses the instrument to intimidate enemies, reduces their attack speed. Got a good number of these units here. The Akin Musketeers, of course, they do bonus damage and melee against cavalry, being a musketeer variant. A pair of falconets here, as well as more Hasua. Akins. Of course, he is Hasua. It's going to be more Hasua. Another shipment can be brought on in. Not sure what he should go for. He knows his deck better than I can. Maybe something to engage these dragoons, which also are really good at melee. Here's not tooting their horns. Got some Hussars here as well. Falconets could get overran. So Falconets will get overran here. His opponent's not going for infantry force anymore, so Falconets, well, expensive loss, so not a critical loss. Blue casting GG. I guess Blue may have backed out the game. May seem like a bit premature for Blue to back out the game. He is only at 29 villagers. He knows against 2 town centers, so maybe back out the game because he's running out of resources for his torps. Yeah, torps are fucked up all the golden map. He's down to 1 coin deposit on his side of the map. Yeah, he probably backed out because he's ran out of steam, and he's going to run out of steam pretty quickly. Akin and with Griots can win anything versus Swedes has. Nothing you can do against Akin Griots. Either way, this is Angrade saying, thank you for watching, and on to the next replay.